Dr. Fred Prain's term to lead the state's DNR policy board has long expired, but he refused to step down. And now the state Supreme Court will decide if state law and a decades-old court decision means what he wants it to mean. We're taking a closer look at the events leading up to this point. It was back in 2015, Prain was appointed by then-Governor Walker to lead the state's DNR policy board. His term expired last May, and that's when Governor Evers appointed Sandra Nass to replace him. But Prain refused to step down in order to maintain a 4-3 conservative majority. Now, this past January, the board voted to replace Prain with Greg Kazmersky, another conservative, and that brings us to today. And that's where the Supreme Court heard lawyers' arguments over this issue, and Naomi Coles is there to report. Naomi?
Yeah, I first spoke with Dr. Fred Prain from Wausau last June. That was in the early months of when his refusal to step down was getting a lot of statewide attention. Now, fast forward a year later, he is still on the board. He is no longer chair. That's all because, again, the Senate has confirmed his replacement that the governor has appointed. Now, of course, the Attorney General wants him out.
At this point, I haven't made a decision yet.
We caught up with Dr. Fred Prain after today's Supreme Court hearing. He can't say how long he'll stay if the court sides with him.
I'll do what I want to do, and I haven't decided what I want to do yet. Right now, I want a court ruling to see if I'm vindicated in what I believe to be true.
Go ahead and have a seat.
That ruling in arguments before the court today could be based on the combined interpretation of several different laws.
You're talking in a circle.
This seems like a circle, right. And I'm lost in the circle.
A key issue. Is there a way around a 1964 Supreme Court decision that allows board members to keep their seats if the Senate doesn't confirm someone else? As the state argued against Prain,
that fixed term has ended, and so he no longer is serving a fixed term. He is now serving what is effectively an indefinite term.
Liberal justices pointed out a decision for Prain could mean, in theory, lifelong terms.
This just isn't workable.
This is not a constitutional crisis.
But what we've seen over and over in Supreme Court decisions in the last 2 years, this could well come down to one swing vote, Justice Brian Hagedorn. And today, sidestepping the arguments based on state laws, he suggested the Constitution itself does not give the governor the final say.
I don't see any evidence that the original understanding of the Wisconsin Constitution places this kind of appointment authority within the core executive power.
While we wait on that decision, Prain stays on.
I decided to play it out, see where the courts go.
The long and short of all of this, with the legislature refusing to confirm the governor's appointees to this board, for the time being, it's going to stay controlled by Walker-era appointees. But really, the larger question here is what happens when more people decide not to step down, especially amid a divided government. That's where this court decision could play a really pivotal role.